3 invisible rules run your life without asking permission, and today I'm tearing out the first by the roots. The mirror rule. Your worth equals other people's approval. It sounds cozy, feels safe, and quietly ruins you because it turns your existence into a stage play where every move begs for applause and every silence feels like failure. And while you perform for audiences that won't remember your name next week, you abandon the only force that could save you: authorship over your own life. Epictetus already sent the memo you scrolled past in the comments. Some things are in our control and others not. And reputation sits firmly in the second category, which means outsourcing your peace to public ratings is surrendering the helm of your ship to a weather system. Nietzsche hammers the nail: become who you are. But how can you become anything real when every decision is a poll? Predictably, you become a character playing you, terrified of disappointing anyone, trading truth for rented applause. Like Nosedive in Black Mirror, where the score becomes morality, the like becomes law, and life dissolves into a pink-filtered lie. It's the Matrix without the cool effects. Blue pill is approval addiction. Red pill is the discomfort of authenticity. And yes, discomfort is the price of freedom. But recognition matters, right? It matters as a tool, not as a foundation. Recognition measures reach, not value. Value is an inner axiom. Recognition is environmental noise, and confusing them traps you in an anxiety loop. Seneca warned we suffer more in imagination than reality, and nowhere is that truer than in the mental theater, where you rehearse rejections that never happen, saying yes when you mean no, accepting lukewarm relationships in zombie projects because they photograph well. Anime already preached this. Young Naruto, chasing acknowledgement, nearly dissolves into the label nobody until he learns power comes from mission, not clapping. Fight Club whispers the parallel heresy: the things you own end up owning you. And when you buy status to purchase acceptance, acceptance charges lifetime maintenance fees. You become an employee of your persona. You want a way out without becoming a hermit? Set non-negotiable inner criteria and stress test them in public without asking permission. Marcus Aurelius leaves a 2-line operating system. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Deploy it like code. First, the strategic silence protocol. Before posting, replying, or justifying, breathe once fully and ask, am I communicating truth or managing image? If it's image, hold the line, because sometimes silence defends your integrity better than frantic defense. Second, reputation budgeting. Write down 3 names whose opinion actually matters and treat the rest as weather. If everyone is a client, no one is a priority. Third, metric substitution. Swap how many clapped for how much did I learn, and replace how many rejected me with what did I refine, because feedback that teaches dignifies you. Applause that freezes you infantilizes you. Fourth, friction rituals. Each week, do something valuable that yields no immediate approval. Study hard without posting. Practice at off hours. Learn a humiliating beginner skill. This retrains your reward system toward what you control. And when rejection comes, and it will, treat it as a filter that selects those who can stand your truth. As Uncle Iroh's wisdom in Avatar: The Last Airbender implies, balance isn't pleasing every element. It's holding your center while the elements collide. Final point closed. The mirror rule offers belonging and delivers elegant servitude. You break it by accepting the early loneliness of being real, swapping audiences for principles, and converting every no into confirmation that you've escaped the zoo of expectations and stepped into the wild plains of authorship. Riskier, yes, but finally, undeniably, yours. Second, the default script rule, the quiet hypnosis that makes common feel correct. You trade your one life for a prefab path, school, job, mortgage, status, retire, die, and call it maturity when it's mostly inertia in a suit. Socrates warned, "The unexamined life is not worth living." Yet most days you don't live, you comply. You buy what you don't want to impress people you don't admire. You accept meetings because that's what we do. You climb ladders leaning on buildings you'd never enter by choice. Sartre cuts the anesthesia. You are condemned to be free. So every "I had to" is a polite way to say, "I chose not to choose." Films and anime already map this cage. In The Truman Show, the pastel town is a prison with nice weather. In 15 Million Merits, you pedal to buy distraction and call it life. In Spirited Away, lose your name, lose your center. In Attack on Titan, walls that protect also pen you in. Adult walls are spreadsheets, prestige, and rituals no one audits. For whom? At what price? Until when? Montaigne, the greatest thing is to belong to oneself. Scripts hate that work. Kierkegaard, anxiety is the dizziness of freedom, so you hold the handrail of other people's plans. The cost is regret with compound interest. Automatic yes equals hours, equals months, equals a decade, until Shawshank Redemption whispers, "Get busy living or get busy dying." How to break it without burning your life down? Interrupt "have to" with "what if I don't?" and watch what truly collapses. Usually, not much. Run Lao Tzu's subtraction audit. List 10 routines, cut one that exists only because we've always done it. Align calendar with values, truth, mastery, service. If a block hits none, delegate, delay, or delete. Calendars are confessions, not excuses. Run 30-day experiments. Measure what you learn, not what people like. Test goals with the deathbed filter. Courage or conformity. If conformity, drop it. Now the third rule, the urgency machine, confusing motion with meaning and busyness with virtue. Seneca, life isn't short, we waste it. Waste often looks like activity, notifications, errands, microfires that feel important because they scream. Thoreau called it quiet desperation, now upgraded with vibrating pockets. Whiplash shows speed-eating spirit. Smithereens turns attention into a hostage-taker. Neon Genesis Evangelion, the mech moves while the pilot empties. Cure, a sober sense of time's limit. Heidegger's being toward death. When time feels finite, you stop letting other people's urgency colonize your hours. Tactics, set an attention floor. 2 deep work blocks daily with the phone in another room. Create a personal SLA. Honest replies within a set window, not instant ping pong. Batch shallow tasks so your day stops bleeding by paper cuts. Keep it to don't list. 3 energy leaks you won't touch before noon. Run Marcus Aurelius's OS. If it is not right, don't do it. If it is not true, do not say it. And add, if it is not mine to control, I won't schedule it. Objection? If I slow down, I'll fall behind. Behind whom? Which race? The social network showed growth at all costs, not the invoice. The only race you can win is built around your values. Final cut. Break the default script with first principle experiments. Smash the urgency machine with non-negotiable focus. Keep a small circle that truly matters, a calendar that tells the truth, and a conscience that won't bargain with applause. Then approval loses its leash, scripts lose their grip, urgency loses its crown. You stop living as a high-performing hostage. You become the author, not the character in panic. Like the Truman Show's last shot, you touch the painted sky, find the door, and step into the weather. Uncertain, unscripted, unapproved, and finally yours.